You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Happy Friday, everybody. Live and loaded.
Whoa.
What do you got?
What day is it?
Oh, today is Thursday, ain't it? Yeah, I'm tripping, huh? I don't know, but for some reason it feels like a Friday to me, man.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, if
I
you
already
want
got
to
a
do the show with just me, I mean,
that's a good point.
that means Friday.
You know what? Sometimes I feel like when it's me and you, there are no rules. It feels more like a Friday than a Thursday. Correction. Happy Thursday, everybody. We're getting some looks here from Jags practice. Going. Are we in shells, Hamby, or are we in uppers here?
Shells.
Looks like it ain't uppers. Those aren't shoulder pads.
Yeah, we got some shoulder pads.
Yeah, so shells are like the smaller shoulder pads, and then like the uppers would be like the traditional shoulder pads you wear in a game mixed with shorts. Yeah. So I think we got uppers today, but honestly, man, like the way that guys wear, and we got see Travis Hunter here doing his thing, bulked up. And this is the thing, I can't tell if he's wearing shoulder pads or shells, Hamby. Dude puts on like 15 pounds of upper body mass, and all of a sudden now you can't tell if it's shoulder pads or shells. But yeah, we're at practice today. You know, it's starting to get a little more exciting. The first, I mean, can we say it? First football game of the season?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's 100% correct.
Cardinals and
Panthers, baby.
Barn Burner.
Oh, man.
Lock and loaded.
What a time.
Check your local listings. Where are we at here? Is it on Amazon? Are we on ESPN?
I think it's on ESPN.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah,
No,
I'm going to watch it.
Hey, here's the real question for Hamby. And I this is a safe space, and you know where I'm going with this. It's a safe space.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no one's gonna hurt you here.
Yep.
The chat all loves you. Are you gonna bet on this game?
I had not thought of that until you just said it.
Are you gonna bet on those Carson Beck overs?
No.
Hamby?
I'm not touching this.
Hamby, are you gonna bet on those Carson Beck overs? Hamby.
If I bet on anything, I bet on the Kenny Pickett unders.
Beck and Pickett, man.
What a
Fight of the century.
Oh my gosh, what a QB battle.
For sure.
I think this would be half what interesting for the first quarter. Like, I'm excited to watch the first quarter tonight.
This will be on NBC and Peacock. Check your local listings. 8 p.m.
Okay.
Do we think? I mean, once again, I haven't done. We should ask JP this yesterday, right? Is Jeremiah Love going to get any kind of playing time?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Right?
I doubt it.
For the extra Hall of Fame game. Yeah, I would doubt it as well. I'm not sure what the news out of Arizona and Carolina are, but I don't know, man. It's football.
Oh, LaFleur said he's not playing.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds about right. At the end of the day, though, it's football. Football's back, right? Like, sometimes you get a barn burner to start the season. And once again, it's the preseason, so let's keep it all in perspective. But, you know, sometimes you get Carson Beck and Kenny Pickett.
LaFleur said he's not playing. Are you going to watch?
I'm going to browse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, there's no shot I stick around for more than the first quarter. But I will be dialed for the first quarter.
I'm going to browse. Yeah. Once again, it'll be like a bunch of backups and everything, so I'm not even sure like if it'll be worth watching. But, man, my son will tune in a little bit. Obviously, Brewers Twins series, so you know, all our attention will be on that. But I'll check it out, Hamby. I just want to see what football looks like again. You know,
Yeah.
No disrespect to the USFL, whatever they're calling it these days. That was going on. Like, it was fun watching James Robinson do his thing for a couple weeks. But you know, it's going to be refreshing to see some NFL football again.
What's interesting is obviously, you know, we go through waves in the offseason of missing it and not missing it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we get ramped up around this time. For me, it was like, all right, training camp started, but, you know, I hadn't seen hitting yet. Obviously,
Sure.
They just started that Monday.
Yeah, and let's be honest, hitting isn't the same as hitting as it was like 10, 15 years ago in practice.
But what's interesting is that Saturday night, I went and shot the Sharks playoff game.
Oh,
down at the arena.
Yeah.
And obviously a very different brand of football.
Sure.
But it was more so the excitement and the hitting, and I heard the pads.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, dang, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to itch.
Yeah.
I'm starting to itch. So
Absolutely.
It was interesting. Like, yeah, you know, the Sharks got me back.
Yeah.
Along with training camp, and I'll be out there tomorrow. I believe we're going to get a scrimmage from the Jags tomorrow. It's going to be white versus teal.
For sure.
So that'll be a lot of fun, and we'll have you all the updates for that, and we'll get you updated from what's happening out there right now in just a minute. But yeah, man, I think we were talking 2 weeks ago about I had just sent the commissioner's text for fantasy football, like it's in the air again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And yeah, I mean we've pretty much made it here. I would assume. All right, let me ask you this.
By the way, Derek Kilkenny, it is degenerate, and I guarantee Jason Hamby's lying. He's going to bet on Carson Beck.
I guarantee you I will not be betting
Hamby,
on
you were betting on Tommy Fleetwood in England as a combination to win the World Cup and that tournament in golf.
Yeah, but that was something, I was riding with my dog. Brent told me to ride.
Hey,
so
you want to talk about riding with dogs? Carson Beck is like the dog. Well, he was for a while, then became a Hurricane.
Yeah, check that.
And well, yeah, but like that's still your dude. That's still a local dude. Dogs up, dogs down, whatever. Whatever you guys say.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna disregard that. I don't know if he's gonna play more than 2 drives, so how can I bet on it?
Yeah, you got to bet on it, man. Because think about it, he's the backup. He's the clear backup. They want to get a big sample size to see what he can do and if he's gonna be pushing for start and playing time going forward. Real quick, before we let you do your thing here again, what is the official Georgia Bulldog hashtag or when you guys are cheering for somebody?
Sick'em.
It is Sick'em.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Baylor too? Doesn't Baylor Arizona? I feel like Sick'em's
Baylor's the Bears, so it wouldn't be them.
Hey, I know their mascot.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm saying they're what they say. They don't say Sick'em. Maybe they say Bear Down. I don't know, man. But I feel like there's another college out there that says Sick'em.
Let's see. Yes, they do. Sick'em Bears.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I was correct with Baylor.
We were first.
But bypass that.
Oh, wow.
Baylor is Sick'em.
Yeah, they are too.
You don't say. And is Arizona Sick'em?
Arizona?
I think Arizona.
The Wildcats?
I think Arizona actually Bear Down. Hamby, you're the college football guy. You got to know this.
Arizona does not say Sick'em.
Is it Bear Down?
They say Bear Down.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Makes 0 sense too, don't they?
But they're the Wildcats.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I'm aware. Trust me. I played enough NCAA with my son to know what the hashtags
I've never played, really.
Well,
I used to the old version. I played all the time.
Well, go ahead and get your PlayStation out, and me and my son will add you, and we'll show you what's up. All right, but anyways, please continue.
My wife sold it on Facebook Marketplace.
So you remember a couple of days ago when you talked about the Atlanta Braves, and I said we got to focus on football and everything because this is a football show. We're in training camp.
Yep.
All right, so forget what I said about that. I don't care. I don't care what the chat's going to tell me. I don't care if they're going to cuss or not. What do you mean that your wife sold your PlayStation?
I mean, it was 100% with my permission.
Why did you agree to it?
So I hadn't used it.
You don't watch it for Netflix or other things?
We have the Roku.
MLB TV?
Roku.
You don't play video games anymore?
No.
Man, it sucks when you got to grow up, huh?
Yeah, I played I played video games over the summer, probably a month ago when we had baseball tournaments.
You just played a month ago.
Yeah, but it was for a few days. We were in Atlanta. We had downtime after games.
Sure.
We had our players over at our place.
Yeah.
And I played. It was a great time.
And it was fun.
I'm not going to play now.
Why not?
I have no desire to.
Why? You don't have friends that play?
Not really.
Man. I'm just saying, and this is me being just a standard observer here.
Mm-hmm.
You could have told me that, I ended up selling my PlayStation. But you went above and beyond and told me that your wife sold your PlayStation, and then as we dissected it, as we unpacked it, you said, I gave her permission.
I should have said
So I'm going to be honest, Hamby. From where I'm sitting, there sounds like there's a little resentment that maybe you didn't want to sell it. And you're shifting blame a little bit, and you don't want to take responsibility for your act.
No, I will take full responsibility.
Okay.
I mean, I was indifferent because we sold it for $100, so it's I'd rather almost just keep it as a keepsake.
You sold a PlayStation 5 for $100.
Four.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Oh, Hamby, I was getting ready to shut down the show. We were going to have an intervention. We were going to bring the guys in the chat to the building and be like, hey, dude, this may not be an okay relationship that you're in. If you're selling
Imagine
PS5
if I said I sold a PS5 for $100. So
dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Kenny Pickett and Carson Beck tonight.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I almost walked off the show when you said that. I'm not even lying.
It was definitely a PS4. I hadn't turned it on in a year.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm tired of watching it collect dust. I'm gonna sell it for $100 on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And I was like, be my guest.
Okay. Is there room to open up the relationship with the PS5 in the future?
Probably not.
How I worded that?
I have no need for it. Like, obviously, when I have kids, it's like we're gonna be grinding MLB The Show,
of course,
2K, all that stuff.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
we're
a long ways. Well, I would assume there's gonna be new consoles in the next
6 or 7. Yeah. Can you imagine they come out with PlayStation 6, 7? They almost got to, don't they?
Oh.
I mean, that's a different comment.
That might be the only thing that could get me to go to Xbox. I've never owned Xbox.
Fair.
I've always been PlayStation.
Okay.
Solely for the reason of MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Was never whatever you never could play it on Xbox until recently.
Yeah.
Sony Studios, whatever.
Yeah.
But that might be the one thing that would say, hey, maybe I go to Xbox if they do a PlayStation.
YB400, I'm with you, man. I think you always got to have a console just in case the boys come over. You want to throw something in, right? Hamby, blink twice if you need help from Daniel Cook. Listen, man. Like, once again, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I found it interesting that you decided to shift blame and not take the
shift blame.
Hamby, you said that your wife sold it. And then you said, well, I told her to.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make it sound like she did it without me knowing.
Hamby, I've been through enough therapy in my life to know what projection is. And it sounded like a little projection. It sounded like a little projection. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
You need to go back, and when I paid you that money for the honeymoon, I wrote you a note. You need to go back and read that note again. Now, back to football, because we established it's a PS4. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody agrees with you selling it. I don't agree with the projection that came from you selling it, but it is what it is. Hopefully a PS5 will find its way into your, Harry Potter section one day.
Haven't had to watch Harry Potter in at least 6 months.
So. Well, it's almost college football season and NFL season.
Oh, man, I'm about to be dialed.
Yeah, you got it, right? So hey, you know what the joy of working for this station and stuff is? It's part of your job, man.
Part of my job.
Hey, if he goes, hey, can we watch Harry Potter? Sorry, babe. The Thursday Night Football, Kyler Murray's playing tonight. Austin's going to talk about him 24/7 for 100%. Friday, so I'm going to have to tune in and watch just so I can watch greatness. Yep, there we go.
I have to watch tonight because I'm going to be asked to give a full breakdown of Carson Beck's game in the first quarter tomorrow morning.
Hamby has to watch tonight so he can explain to his wife that why there's $20 missing from their Venmo account after he lost it all in Hard Rock because he took the Carson Beck overs.
The great part about that is it doesn't come from Venmo.
Oh, okay.
Dude's
already locked in? I like it. So
I still got money left in there from last year, so
yeah.
I don't have to.
Okay. But, shifting back to obviously this game, it's going to be a bunch of backups and everything. We've talked about it a little bit on the show. Brent's brought this up in terms of what he thinks the Jaguars' plan is going to be. There hasn't really been an official word yet, right? But we can expect that they're going to get predominantly all their work in those joint practices, which, great, right? Because we talk about it all the time on the show. When you go through training camp, and I get it's short now with the new CBA and everything, but when you go through training camp, man, it's the dog days of summer. It's so mundane. It's the same thing over and over again. You go against the same guys. Like I'm sure right now these rookie tight ends are sick and tired of having to see Josh Allen, Trayvon Walker, BJ Green, Strigo, right? Like, man, we thought college was hard, but now we're going against these guys who are hungry. Like, save us, please, right? So guys are tired of hitting each other. You bring in those joint practices, and all of a sudden, it's a fresh face. There's a little more incentive, different colored jersey, different helmet. Eye in the sky doesn't lie. Mm-hmm. You don't want to look bad in front of your team when you're watching that, practice footage back. I get all that. Is there a benefit, though, Hamby, to playing your starters for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Mm-hmm. I don't care about any other team. I'm talking about the Jags in this preseason.
No.
Not at all.
I don't know what.
Explain. Yeah, I mean, well,
I just don't know one. Like, if you can control the variables more in a controlled practice,
in
a joint practice, and put your guys in the exact, the right exact formations that you want them in, the right personnel groupings, and you can rep it multiple times if you want to, and you have less of a threat of getting injured.
Yeah,
I think it's a no-brainer. I don't see any point. Other than the only thing I can make up, and I think this would be a great question for you, is like, do you get any benefit of there being fans, of it feeling a little bit like the real thing?
Yeah. See, and that's where I was going to go with it, Hamby. Because obviously you have to weigh the pros and the cons, right? And I think the cons outweigh the pros, right? And it's why, a lot of NFL fans go, why are our starters in there to risk injury? right? And I get all of that. While it's a rarity, in a preseason game, we've seen star players get taken out and be lost for the season simply because of a preseason game. So I understand that. But I come from the school of, no, I'm not trying to play the starters for 3 or 4 quarters, right? But I'm also under the school of, I can't worry about injuries, right? Like, I'm not going to wrap my team in bubble wrap and say, hey, we're not going to get our work in because I'm afraid of, when the lights are on and there's a crowd here, that there's an opportunity to get hurt. If that was the case, man, I would be like, saying my Hail Marys and crossing my fingers every single day for practice with joint practices, right? Because they get ramped up.
It's the same, yeah.
I mean, it is the same, right? Like
at the end of the day, football is football.
Football is football. But even now, I would say in the year of 2026, Hamby, I think joint practices, like, guys still do take care of each other. Right now, like, if it was like the Texans, Jaguars against each other, then yeah, maybe it's live bullets, all out war, right? But if you're talking about, the Saints, I can't remember who the schedule is right now. The Saints,
Panthers and
Bucks. Yeah, like there's gonna be a physicality. Don't get it twisted. But also, like, if a ball gets thrown over the middle, the safety's probably gonna lay off a little bit, right? Like that's just the way that it is. So
yeah, and if we could just do a red zone period for 10 minutes, and the same guys, and I can make sure that every single one of my dudes that I want to get a rep gets a rep. I can't do that in preseason.
So here's what I think about it. I do on the side of protecting your players, especially going into your second year, where, like, if this was like a first year coach and you kind of still had to see what you had in terms of your system and everything, then I'm all for, okay, we're gonna need at least like a half to see like what the starters can do and everything. And playing in front of the crowd, playing. There's something about playing in front of the crowd, putting your jersey on, going through the whole pregame routine. That means something.
Yeah.
I remember Coach Del Rio used to always say, this is our dress rehearsal, right? Like this is the dress rehearsal before the big performance, right?
Okay.
Before the regular season started. And there is something that goes into that, right? Like, yes, you're going to have your scrimmage in front of fans in the stadium. Cool. Yes, you're going to have live reps, I'm sure, in your joint practices. But, like, you don't get that feel of driving from the hotel, going into the locker room, putting that game jersey on for the first time, putting the helmet on for the first time and everything, going through the pregame warm-ups, like, all that goes into it. And I would want my starters to be ingrained in that and to at least have one drive, one series, just so they kind of have that feeling, as opposed to coming out week 1 against Cleveland. It's like, okay, well, this is all new. Like, I haven't done this yet. Like, I get the safety part, but players are also creatures of habit. Right, and I think the more that you can mimic game-like conditions, and I mean game-like conditions with a real crowd, not like a speaker with like crowd music blaring, but you actually get that real stimulus, I think that's only going to help you. So I'm not asking for a half of starters playing, but I am asking just for a little bit, just to get them through the motions. You don't got to get crazy. You don't have to run any crazy kind of plays and risk injuries, throw across the middle, all that stuff. All I'm asking for is just getting your guys ingrained a little bit, getting that stimulus, so by the time week 1 hits against Cleveland, you're ready to roll.
Let's go back to last year preseason. The first game was against the Dolphins. No starters played. Second game against the Saints, Trevor played 2 drives. And in the third game, that was the tie. Remember this, Jags and Saints?
Yeah.
And in the third game against the Steelers, Trevor played – no, I have it backwards. Steelers was first. Trevor played 1 drive.
Steelers at home, yep.
Jaguars Saints, he played 2 drives.
Okay, because that –
Third
I
game
remember
was
that was
against
the
the
Dewey
Dolphins.
game. That was remember when Dewey had the sack and nobody –
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. And then
it was
the third
also
game
when
was,
BT got hit was the
that's
Steelers.
right. That's what started the – well, no, wasn't – but BT got hit in Pittsburgh too, I thought. Like, we saw the first drop, I could have sworn Pittsburgh, and then it carried on to New Orleans.
That's
Whatever,
what I'm saying.
man.
Yeah, it was against the Steelers.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
But, so that was the first game.
Yes.
And then New Orleans is the second game. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
And then the third game against the Dolphins, none of the starters played. So Trevor played three drives last year. 2, 1, and then 0.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't think, from everything that y'all have said, everything that we've heard, Brent, I don't think Trevor will touch the field in the preseason. I think it'll be joint practices only.
Yeah.
Now, do we go get tooting a couple totes in the preseason games?
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
For the position battles where you don't
almost have to.
Right?
Yeah.
If there's position battles, I want to see as much as of real life as much as I can.
Yeah.
Of real reps. I want to see LaQuinn Allen a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep. Yeah. Sure.
I want to see what that dude can do when he's handed the ball 10 times.
No,
we've never been able to see it before.
Yeah. Like, listen, this is the benefit of having a 13-win team. It's now like, I mean, there are some roles up for starting, but like even the backup roles mean that much more now, right? Like, I'm looking at their defensive line, their edge, and I get there's some question marks right now, but like you got Strigo, you got BJ Green coming back, and you drafted 2 rookies.
Right. And
they're playing behind Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker. I hate to tell you, but you're not going to keep 6 defensive ends or edges. And then you can go through, depending how they feel, Dennis Gardeck. Like, Gardeck's kind of the edge too. So, like, that's a full-blown competition right there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got to see Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker much, right? But we got to see who the backups are going to be. So there's definitely going to be some battles for sure that you got to put guys in, whether, it might be a starter like a Tootin or a backup. But I want to bring this up to you because this is the Sean McVay school of thought, right? Sean McVay's been known for this. Doesn't play his starters.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. If you were going to start a team with a head coach right now, in terms of play calling and everything, who are you going with?
I still think you probably got to go with McVay.
Over Andy Reid?
Me personally, I would.
Okay, where's Andy Reid in that list?
He's very high.
Okay.
He's probably 2 or 3.
We still think Andy Reid's a great play caller, great coach, yada, yada.
Yeah,
right?
I think you're kidding yourself if you don't think he's still right there at the top.
I get there's 2 schools of philosophy. There's a Sean McVay philosophy, you don't play your starters at all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if anybody doesn't have to play in the preseason, it's Patrick Mahomes, yeah? I mean, the dude's been doing it for how long? How many Super Bowls does he have?
Yeah. I mean,
last preseason, Patrick Mahomes played in all 3 preseason games. He went 17 for 20 in the first one against the Cardinals, 16 for 33 against the Seahawks, 16 for 33.
He threw 33 attempts in the
that can't be right.
No.
I mean, that's August 15th, 2025.
In the world?
At Seattle.
What are they doing?
16 for 33, and then August 22nd, Bears 8 for 13. Obviously, that was a shorter game. I think that was only 1 drive, actually. Oh, no, it would have been 2 drives.
Okay, hold on. I'm afraid to say. I think that I have August 15th last year, Kansas City versus Seattle.
Yep.
I have Pat Mahomes not playing at all. I have Minshew, Chris Aludican, and Bailey Zappi.
Did he play against Arizona?
Arizona. No, he threw 1 pass in the Arizona game. The score in the Seahawks game was 33-16.
So then what is – okay, well, this is why we don't rely on, I guess, AI to do anything. So then maybe I stand corrected.
He played 2 drives in the Bears game.
Okay. And what were those numbers?
8 of 13.
For 100 and something yards?
Yes.
And a touchdown?
Yes.
And that was the last game of the season? That was the last preseason game.
That was the only one he played more than 2 snaps in.
But wait, so now I'm confused. He played a snap in the game, but then they took him out?
He played 1 drive. They handed it off twice. He completed 1 ball for 1 yard and was out.
Okay, and then the second game he played in as well, or not?
No.
So he played the first game and the third game.
That's correct.
And predominantly in the third game.
That's right.
Okay, well, so stand corrected a little bit on that. But nevertheless, dude still played the first series of the first game, and then the last game he got 2 drives, I think it was. I think that says something. Like if if any quarterback would sit for preseason, you think it would be Patrick Mahomes. Like I think he's got Andy Reid's offense dialed in front to back, right? Like, do you really need to see anything more from him? But the fact that he still wants to go in there and compete, I don't know, man. I think it says something.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. A couple things out of training camp so far for today. The biggest play I think that everybody's talking about down there, especially for our guys, is Parker Washington with a huge touchdown catch.
Shocking.
That he had to go down and get. There's a lot of run drills today. All the quarterbacks have mixed in so far. So we'll wait to hear. We'll get more out of training camp in the next few minutes. I think it'll be an interesting conversation between you and I. What we're going to do after the break is sack projections.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, or whether you agree or not, Josh Hines-Allen is a polarizing player in Jacksonville. Not everybody thinks he's great.
Now, I'll tell you someone who does think he's great, Tony Baselli.
Brent thinks he's great. Tony Baselli thinks he's great.
I think he's great.
I think you think he's great.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
But there are varying degrees to that. There are some. There's not, and it's a camp. It's a percentage. It's not just a couple people who just think he's overrated
because he doesn't have because once again, and
they're worried about the sack numbers.
There you go.
So what we're gonna do? Sacks do matter. They're not everything, but they do matter. So what we're gonna do is I went and player by player, sack projections going off of last year, and I'll have you react to that, and we'll talk about, hey, this team was 29th, I think, in sacks last year. Where do they need to get to? What sack number do they need to get to?
Fair.
And do we need Josh Hines-Allen to get back into the double digits?
I like it.
Is that a need? Is that just a want? Is it a, oh, that would be nice? We'll see.
And real quick, too, Jonathan Taylor, new contract. We forgot to start the show off with. Jonathan Taylor has reached an agreement on a 2-year, $44 million extension worth up to $47 million. That includes $39 million guaranteed.
And while we're teasing, there's some bad, embarrassing clips coming out of some of these training camps.
Okay.
I'm going to show you 4, and you're going to tell me which fan base you'd least like to be in mid-August.
Based off the clips?
Yes.
Oh,
Should be a lot of fun.
I can't wait, man.
We'll be right back on the Brent and Austen Show.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil changed without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue, just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austin. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
the NFC,
He gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
the PGA,
Unbelievable.
World Cup soccer, NASCAR,
Denny Hamlin, big-time victory in Nashville.
baseball,
Fly ball deep center, Edmonds going back, the ball is going long.
local Jag shows,
You feel the energy in here. There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
and of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick 6, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
We have all the sports, the exclusive interviews,
We got the best fans in the NFL.
the biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar. So hold on and see why live sports is where you need to be on CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. Get in the game.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
There it is.
This is it.
For as much as, we give credit to that Jaguars defense last year, number one in stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, probably wasn't the best, Hamby. I think we'd all agree on that.
It was not the best.
There's a lot of close but no cigars. And once again, we'll do the exercise in a second, but I just want to drive this point home. I think this is what they're thinking, and there may have been some sound bites with this too. I can't even remember. I've heard so many things, and then I don't know who says things, and all this stuff. But there has to be a belief, like in this Jaguars defense, with what they're going to do this season, where they're going to go away, I think, from a little more of the meat and potatoes and add a couple more wrinkles here or there. Right, we talk about this all the time. That Houston game was really the tipping point in terms of that defense having to change their philosophy a little bit and maybe simplifying things a little more, right? I mean, Josh Hines-Allen even alluded to that when we talked to him after that Houston Texans game. So you make the defense a little more simplistic. Guys play faster. You have success. Unfortunately, said success doesn't get you to beat the Buffalo Bills. Now, when we couple the secondary with Travis Hunter, Caleb Branshaw hopefully will be a big part of it. Husky, we'll see. But, there's going to be some new pieces,
right? Some
fresh blood, and some seasoned veterans as well. And I think the thought of last year's defense is, man, we were so close on so many occasions where if we would have just, held our ground in the secondary for a split second more, maybe Josh Hines-Allen gets home. Maybe Eric Armstead gets home. Maybe Trayvon Walker gets home. Maybe it's a sack fumble. Who knows what happens, right? That's what I think Coach Camp is thinking right now. And I was with you, Hamby. When we did Shock Your Mock, we were all worried about, the pass rush, interior pressure, everything like that.
Yeah.
I think how the draft shook out, and we'll see where Regis fits into this whole mold. You get Rukaroro, but I feel like the belief system on that defense right now is our pass rush will still be what it is, but we're going to even increase it more because our secondary will be that much better in coverage.
Okay, here's the two big questions.
Sure.
Because it's really hard to just say, hey, this one dude will be better. We always give the benefit of the doubt to that player just because they're a year older, they're a year stronger, they're a year more in the system, whatever the case may be. Here's the two big questions. And I think they're simple. And this is kind of like an A plus B equals C, hopefully.
Okay.
And C will be more sacks for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
So A is the secondary better? Can they cover longer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if everyone's healthy, how can they not? Travis Hunter's come in there, shut down corner. Yes, the answer is unequivocally yes, with a little asterisk with health.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then B is, will they be more creative and be able to create more pressure from their nickel, their linebackers, their safeties coming downhill when they roll 7-8 guys up to the line of scrimmage like we saw some last year.
So I find it very hard to believe that the plan with Coach Campanelli, if you look at his track record, we're going to do exactly what we did last year. Not a lot of disguises towards the end of the season, just meat and potatoes, base, or, obviously moving Trayvon Walker down, but it's going to be very, cookie cutter, no wrinkles here or there. I have a hard time believing that's what it'll be. I expect to see dime packages. I expect to see safeties playing in the box. We expect to see corners on different areas. We expect to see chaos. So to answer your question unequivocally, yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so just to make it concise.
Yes.
If you believe that A, the Jaguars secondary is improved and it will be able to cover longer, and you believe that they'll be able to simulate more pressures and get creative, then that will equal C, their sack numbers will be up.
Yeah.
You have that on one side.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to see the rebuttal here of why it's not going to be.
No, I'm not.
I thought that's where we're going.
No.
Okay,
so I'll say this. One of the sides is the logic.
Of course.
Right there. My little equation. The other side is, well, you can't really do much worse. And I hate to say that, but you were 29th in the National Football League last year. You had 32 sacks on the year.
Sure.
That's not good. It's just not good.
Sure.
And it's hard to do that 2 years in a row.
Yes.
But the rebuttal to me would be, well, you got the same players.
Do you though?
You have Rook. I would say I think Rook can be a difference maker.
Absolutely.
But somebody who hasn't seen Rook play, the novice Jags fan who's down on the who was like me, pissed that they didn't go draft an edge. Pissed they haven't made more of an effort to trade for a 3-tech. They're looking at the roster, Austin.
Yeah.
And they say, wait a minute, okay, the only difference here is you subbed out Mason Smith and you got Rook Orororo. That's it.
Well, and you
that's
also,
the rebuttal.
Well, yeah, but also you addressed it a little bit with some late round picks in the draft at the edge as well.
The average Jags fan still doesn't know who Wesley Williams is.
Sure, and that's fine, but I'm saying like there is other pieces, and
I agree,
and there is BJ, and despite what you would think, but BJ Green and Strigo are going into their second season, where traditionally you make your most improvements.
Right. Okay, so with all that being said,
sure.
I think let's go team first, and then we'll get into Josh Hines-Allen.
Okay.
Because you had 32 sacks as a team last year. That you can't do that again. You've got to get more. Is sacks everything? No. Has this coaching staff, and not just this coaching staffs around the league, everybody's now on pressures. It's all about the pressures.
Of course.
And the Jags were pretty good at pressures.
Yep.
They were pretty good. But they didn't get home as much as they should have. That being said, you had Emmanuel Ogbah on the team last year. He had half a sack. It didn't work. You had DeJuan Smoot on the team last year. He had 2 sacks. That didn't work.
Sure.
You no longer have those 2 guys on the team. Now you're relying on the combination of a BJ Green in a second year, Danny Strigow in a second year, a Wesley Williams, like I said, more simulated pressures, all that good stuff.
Okay.
And yes, Duval TV, I know they were number 1 against the run. I'm not saying, and this conversation is, this D-line needs to be better as a whole. They would say that. We would say that. We all want that. Specifically in the pass rush, they got to be better. They're already really good,
but
is my argument.
Of course, but I'm also going to say, guess what, man? Secondary coverage, it has to be better as well.
And I agree.
Like, we can go to the Bills game. The Rams game was atrocious in terms of trying to cover tight ends. Like,
it was horrible.
There's how many times this last season did we see guys wide open running post routes and everything where it was just like, what happened? Like, I don't care if you had Myles Garrett sometimes. Like, guys were so open that it was like even Myles Garrett couldn't get there. Right. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, pass rush has to be better, man. But, like, I don't lose the glimpse of complementary football. And secondary and coverage has to be better as well.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you my projections in just a second. This is what I think will happen. Also what I think needs to happen. Like I said, 32 sacks last year. I have them getting to 46 this year. This is just kind of for fun. I'm throwing out a number.
Okay.
46 puts him right in the middle of the pack, like probably 12th or 13th.
Okay.
Well, again, one, because I do believe their coverage will be better. I believe the secondary's improved.
And we would hope that their offense is going to give them a lead. So when you play with a lead, obviously you can pin your ears back a little more. Pass rushing, situations.
Sure. So, yes, secondary's improved, and I think Campanile will dial up more.
Yeah.
So here are my 2026 sack projections. Right off the bat, and we'll get more into them in a second, Josh Hines-Allen, in the parentheses, is what they had last year. He had 8 sacks last year.
Okay.
I'm at 11.5. Josh, you got to get to double digits.
Yeah.
You got to get to double digits.
I think everybody would agree with that.
I'm not the one who's going to say, oh, he only had 8 sacks. That means he had a down year. Tony Baselli thinks it was unbelievable. We've heard all from the coaching staff. They thought he was unbelievable. I thought he, in the run game, it was great. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't an A. He didn't have an A year last year.
Well, and listen.
But we got to get to the quarterback a little bit more.
No, and I agree with you. And listen, man, Tony Baselli's defending his guy too, right? Like, I mean, I do agree with what Tony Baselli said. But, like, that's his job is to hype up. Like, remember Dwamie Brown?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, it was a total failure.
And there was a lot of hype and excitement around him too. Almost to the point where I was like, man, 6th round fantasy football, I want to take a look at. I was like, there was that much enthusiasm.
Yeah, it was.
But I think this enthusiasm is justified with Josh Hines-Allen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I got Josh at 11.5 sacks. I think you got to get the double digits. You have the leader of your defense, your leading sack getter's got to get to 10. He's got to get back there.
I think that floor is even a little low, but I'm not mad at 11.5 sacks for Josh Hines-Allen.
At the end of the day, I would love to sit up here and say he needs to get to 14, 15.
Yeah.
But Austin, we just looked at his stats for his career. And again, sacks is different than overall play. I think he's been unbelievable every year, but I think it's a fact that the 17.5 sack season was a fluke. He's gone 8, 7.5, 7.5, 17.5, 8, or something like that. Those are the numbers.
Listen.
So if you just look at the –
yeah.
I mean –
No, go ahead.
There's one year here just that doesn't look like the others.
Sure.
It's 2023. That's just the facts.
Well, I mean –
and again, that doesn't mean that he didn't play unbelievable.
Yeah, but 2019 stands out too, having
as a rookie,
double-digit sacks.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. No, I hear you.
But at this point, it'd be crazier or just more ballsy for me to say he's going to have 14 or 15. That's a little bit of false hope, I think.
Okay.
So 11.5, I think, would be a fine number. And again, he continues to play well in the run game and all that good stuff. Trayvon.
Now, real quick. Do you think the fan base would accept 11.5?
Yeah, if the defense has 46 team sacks
for what he's making in terms of paycheck,
I think he's got to get to double digits, or else fans are going to hop on the bandwagon.
I'm with you.
We're paying him too much.
My question though is 11.5 sacks enough for even the haters to come on board and say, you know what, that's good enough?
The true haters, no.
Okay.
11.5 is because he's getting top 8 money as an edge rusher. Well, 11.5 sacks is not top 8 production.
Okay.
Again, the haters will not be able to separate sacks from overall play.
Agreed.
So 11.5 will not be enough for them.
Yeah.
For me, obviously, it will be.
Obviously, for me as well, I believe.
Trayvon, you got to double up. Get 7.
So this one actually is a little baffling to me.
Okay.
When healthy and playing in 17 games, he's had 10 sacks and he's had 10.5 sacks. Why? What happened to the standard of trying to get at least 10 sacks with Trayvon Walker if he's healthy?
Sure. I just think it's they're putting more and more focus on him in the run game.
Agreed.
And I think they would say that Trayvon played lights out last year.
For what?
When everybody was healthy.
For what he was going through. I mean,
right.
Guy had one arm
hand,
or one hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And was asked to do a lot of dirty work.
Right.
Sure.
And I think they're not going to say, hey, do less dirty work this year.
Okay.
So I think
but
double
do you think
up,
they're going to tell Josh Hines-Allen to do more dirty work?
I think it won't be more. I don't think it'll be less.
Okay. So my only point is like if you ask Josh Hines-Allen to do maybe some of the things that Trayvon Walker was doing, does that take some off of Trayvon Walker's plate and now he can pin his ears back a little more and get after the quarterback?
It would, but I think that wouldn't be playing necessarily to the individual strength.
Okay.
I mean, Trayvon, to get 7 and double up, I think he's got to have a great year.
Okay.
Armstead, pretty much to have the same year. Armstead would tell you that he had 5.5 before the hand. And then he probably thinks he could have got 10 last year.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's a lot of polarization around him. If he just gets 6,
yep.
I think that, to me, this is what makes me happy. I'm happy with this number. Not that they have to worry about what I think, but whatever.
Oh no, trust me. This is getting clipped on his Instagram. That's at Jason Hamby 14. Eric, thanks for joining the show.
6 sacks, I love it. Gardeck, throw in 4, just help out a little bit.
Okay.
Aurora is a big one. He had
is
3.5 last year. Get 5.5 this year. 5.5 not a shabby number.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's not going to play every down. If you add 5.5 sacks, that's a significant contribution to the total number. That's a difference maker. A team, if you have 5.5 sacks, you look at the Seahawks last year, and I don't have it in front of me, but the last time I looked was months ago, but it seemed like they had freaking 4 different jokers that had 5.5, 6 sacks.
That was the name of their defense. I mean, we talked about
Jaron Reed and all these, like, it's a difference maker. Like 5.5 sacks to me for your 3-tech is nothing to slouch at, especially because he's not your only 3-tech. You got Armstead there too. And then again, as a team, you had 32 sacks last year is no good. 29th in the NFL. Get to 46. That'll put you at like 12th, 13th in the NFL. I think that's a great number. Again, the secondary is going to help you out because you're going to get a sack here and there from B.J. Green, but then you're also going to get a sack here and there from Ransaw, from Antonio Johnson. You're going to get one from Ventrell Miller. You're going to get one from Foye. Like, that contributes to those other 14 that I didn't account for.
Yes.
Like those kind of team sacks, because you're always going to have guys that get 1, 1.5, 2. Those are those.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will be a much better year in the pass rush department,
sure.
Which means a lot fewer times of frustration on 3rd and long.
Okay. Not a bad exercise. What do I want to pick apart here? I mean, honestly, like I said, I think the floor for Trayvon can be a little higher. I really do. Like, I understand he is playing a little more in that 4-eye and everything, so they ask him to stop the run. But if we think that this Jaguars offense can put up points this season and their opponents will be playing behind, then take the 4-eye technique out of it. Like, go ahead and let Trayvon play on the edge, or even play a 3 technique, but pin his ears back. Take him out of the 4-point stance, get him in a little more of a track stance, let him go hunt, and let him go collect. And I think he's too big, and this is your Georgia Bulldog, bear down, bear up, sick him, whatever. This is your Georgia Bulldog, man, who is a freak of nature in terms of size and speed, who you would think if he's healthy with 2 working hands can get after the quarterback. Right? And especially if we're going to talk about a defense this year that I think is going to be a lot more of confusing offensive linemen, where to set the fronts, who's blitzing, who's dropping back and everything. That's only going to help Trayvon Walker as well. Right? Like, that to me is where the power of this pass rush is going to be in. Yes, you got Josh Hines-Allen. Yes, you got Trayvon Walker, Eric Armstead, he showed. But, like, to me, it's going to be even in more of the power of the scheme and the power of playing complementary football in the back end as well, and shoring up their wide receivers. If you want to ask what I think it's going to be, because I think that's what we're going to exercise now.
Yep.
I spoke on this when the draft shook out like it did.
Mm-hmm.
When Albert Regis was drafted, and there was a little confusion of what that was.
I was frustrated.
And I kind of had to talk you off a ledge a little bit. And, I brought up the point, and I forgot what the... So in the media, we get a special, and I'm sure you saw it too. We get, like, it's called the NFL Draft Beast Guide, and I don't even know who puts it out, but like every NFL media member gets it, and essentially it's another draft write up, right? But a lot of like the Mel Kipers and everything, they refer to this one. It's super in depth. It's encrypted. You need a password to get into it and everything like that. But the first thing I did when Albert Regis got drafted is I looked up the write up on him.
Okay,
and to summarize it, one of the very first things reminds me a lot of Poona Ford. Poona Ford, obviously, and I spoke on this before when he got drafted, but Poona Ford made his way to L.A., has been a huge part in terms of what they do as a defense, in terms of stopping the run, and it offers a little bit of a pass rush, but predominantly just, a nose that is going to take up space and show off some athleticism if he needs it to get to the quarterback. Mm-hmm. I think he had 2 sacks last year.
Right, three the year before.
Okay, yeah. So not going to knock your socks off, but gets your respect.
Okay.
That's when I first started speaking on, okay, well, we're so focused and hell-bent on saying they're going to run the Rams offense this year, but what about the Rams defense? Because nobody specialized more in dime packages last year than the Los Angeles Rams. And if you want to see what the Los Angeles Rams did last year in terms of quarterback sack numbers, Hamby, it's very comparable to what you have on the list right now. You want the Jaguars at 46 to be in the middle of the pack, to be respectable, to be winning games.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams last year had 47 sacks out of a lot of those dime looks.
Mm-hmm.
So if I look at, and I have the list in front of me of how the Rams last year, and I think personally that we'll see a lot more dime packages. I think Jalen Husky getting selected. I think Caleb Bransaw being fully healthy. I think all those things err on the side of, hey, you might see some dime. And also them being super cool with losing Devin Lloyd, and I feel like not even really making an attempt to keep him, even though he was a big factor last year for you on defense. I think it shows that, hey, you know what? If we have to play with one linebacker and maybe we'll rotate Combs and Ventrell Miller every once in a while, but if we got Foye Luke in the middle and a bunch of safeties and cornerbacks, we're going to be okay. So with all of that being said, I'm taking that into account too with the numbers here, Hamby. Because if you look at what the Rams did last year, you have safeties getting 2 sacks, cornerbacks getting 2 sacks, linebackers getting 3, 4, 5 sacks, right? Like the sacks were all over the place based off of what the scheme was. So that's what I took into account here when I'm breaking this down.
Okay.
So first of all, Josh Hines-Allen had 8 sacks last year.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and set the bar. I think 12.5.
Okay.
I think he's hungry. I think, and once again, we kind of know what it is, but it's a Liam Cohen coach team. They listen. Hell, Josh Hines-Allen even listened to me when I said, hey, he's doing a drill that's going to be more of the 4-eye technique, and then he clapped back and said, no, I do this all the time, right? And then I had to go source, right? Like, what was your source? So, like, I think there is some motivation there for Josh to have a great season.
Okay.
And taking into account the secondary and everything, I think 12.5 is going to be the number. So let's go with 12.5 first.
Okay.
With Trayvon, man, I hold him to a high standard, and I get sometimes he's doing the dirty work, but I can't deny that he's a freak of nature. I'm going to set the bar once again at 10. Okay. I think that's the floor for Trayvon Walker is 10 sacks.
Pretty much getting to his career high.
Yeah, well, without a doubt, because he's shown it before.
Right.
I don't see why I can't do it again. So go ahead and give me that.
Okay.
With Eric Armstead, please don't clip this, Eric. So, I know, right? Clip it. So with Eric Armstead, I'm gonna put him at the 5.5 range.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Not to say that he can't get 7 or 8 sacks, right? But I don't know what they're gonna ask him to do wholeheartedly this season yet. Like, age is a thing, health is a thing. Do you just work him in more as a pass rusher? Do you have him be an every down defensive tackle and get 50, 60 reps? Like, I just don't know. So with that being said, I'm going to err on the side of a little more caution, and I'm going to say let's go with 5.5.
Okay.
Dennis Gardick, I'm going to move it to I think 4, and I don't like agreeing with you ever in my life, but I think 4 is the right number there. Dennis Gardick's the type of guy that he's going to bust his ass and get a couple. Yeah. Right? Like, he's just going to find himself in the right situation. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, there's some guys that, like, they're just going to will quarterback sacks despite a scheme or whatever they're asked to do. Go ahead and give me Dennis Gardick at 4.
Okay.
Ruka Roro, I think, is going to be the surprise.
That'd be awesome, man.
5.5 is actually generous. I'm just going to go up to 6.
Okay.
But based off of what I've seen so far and that first step, it's apparent, man. And once again, like, and keep in mind, this guy, we talked to him, right? I interviewed him. Like, he's still learning the position. Like, this guy didn't play a lot in high school, goes to college, does his thing, gets to the Falcons, and, all right, you're in the NFL, go have fun. He's still learning the position. And you see all the physical traits there. It's just now more about just getting your reps in and getting the feel and going balling from there. But I truly feel like with this defense, if I think this defense is going to be what it is, you don't necessarily have to win all your one-on-ones all the time to be successful in this defense. What you need is a great first step, explosiveness, and an ability to finish. And I think Ruka Roro has all those things. So let's go ahead and set that at 6. But my biggest difference here, Hamby, and I don't even know what that puts me at for a total. I think probably close to 46, like you did, 47 maybe.
Yeah.
I think that goes up a little more because what we're not talking about is the Caleb Bransaws, is the Jalen Huskies, is the Travis Hunters. I think we're going to see a lot of safeties and a lot of cornerbacks help out in the quarterback sack game this year.
I would assume so.
So total number, 46 would be great. Go ahead and give me 49.
Okay, 49.
Yeah.
I like it. Appreciate the chat. A lot of y'all with your own projections and stuff like that.
Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, I mean, once again, like, this is the thing. I'm not even mentioning BJ Green. Like, when it comes to effort, I feel like those guys are going to just luck. I don't say luck because it's never about luck, but are just going to skill themselves
run into
some.
them.
Yeah.
Well, again, what we have to remember, what I'm trying to remember, is that the interior pass rush, aside from what I would say is a 6 to 8 game sample from Eric Armstead, aside from that, the last 3 years has been non-existent. There's been none. Now, I would put the fact of Josh not having, or at least the last 2 years, 24 and 25. I would attribute some of Josh's lack of production in the specific sack category to that. Some people don't want to hear that. Some people, they can't accept that. The fact that, hey, when you have a defensive line, it's more than just one-on-one every single time. That it's actually a unit. You have to work as a unit. That's why there are such things as games and stunts. It's because there are other ways to get to the quarterback than just, I'm faster than you or I'm going to run through your face.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if Rook, again, there's so much emphasis I think we should be putting on him, because if he can provide some help, well, you could see that number for Josh just go right back to where we have all expected for years, ever since the 17.5 sack season. Especially if, okay, Eric needs to play off, there's no drop off. Eric and Rook are both capable of that 6 sack kind of range, or even just the pressures, making the quarterback evade the pocket and then right into Josh's arms. Like, I think that's a big thing, and that's what I think that Rook is one of the most important players of the first 4 weeks for me.
Yeah. Of
the season. All right. With that being said, yes.
Go ahead. I want to add one more thing, right? And this is kind of relating to what Gangster Real Loman. I think I might have messed that up, man. My apologies, but we love a quarterback blitz. Yes, I think we all do. We love safeties blitzing. We love exotic looks and everything. I know what the defensive line is. I have a good feeling, at least. I think we all do, if they're healthy. What, and you can call this a homework assignment, you can call this something to watch, but like, for everyone, because that's what it's going to take for this nickel and dime defense and all these exotic these looks to work. We know what Eric Murray and Antonio Johnson bring to the table, right? Like, I think in the safety position, we're not worried about it, right? Like, I think in the safety position, we're not worried about it. Right? Like, those are two key pieces coming back. Antonio Johnson did his thing. But if you want to do that nickel, you want to do that dime, and you want to do like some crazy exotic looks and everything, you have to have trust in your safeties that they can come down in the box and they can hit. You have to have trust in your safeties if they want to play like a linebacker role, they can take a tight end or a running back out of the backfield, and that they're comfortable in space. So that's why I'm putting a precedent on, where if you want to see this defense reach its full effect, if you want to see these high sack numbers, Josh Hines-Allen get back to double digits, Trayvon Walker, everything like that, and you want to see those exotic looks, it's going to come down to either Runyon Lane, Jalen Husky, or Caleb Bransaw, or maybe some other younger guy that we're not even talking about. But some guys got to step up and show, hey, I can play a third safety spot, I can give those exotic looks, and I can do my job. If that's the case, balls to the walls, here come the quarterback sack numbers, here come the exotic looks. If we're having the conversation 3 preseason games where it's like, I mean, Ransaw looks okay. We'll see. Runyon Lane, okay. Like, if we're having the conversation where no one's sticking out, whether it's Husky, Ransaw, or Lane, then it might be time to hit the panic button a little bit and ask, all right, do we have to go back to more meat and potatoes?
Panic button.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Panic button.
There you go.
I love the conversation. Couple notes out of training camp today. Parker Washington spoke at the podium, as did special teams coordinator Heath Farwell. I think one of the questions that we've been talking about is, look, if you're going to pay Parker the X amount of money, and we're not going to do the Parker contract talk today, but hypothetically, that means you're putting a lot of value on him.
Yeah.
Do you still want him to do punt return? Is he too valuable on offense? Well, the indication from Farwell is they still want him to do punt return. That he's too dynamic. That he's, I believe the term was feared return, one of the most feared returners in the league.
Agreed.
So it sounds like they're going to keep him there. Now, does that mean somebody else won't wrinkle in every once in a while? But yeah. I think it sounded like to me, or at least in the transcript, that he's still going to be their primary punt returner. A couple other notes. Farwell says he thinks that Austen Lane and Ransall are two of the best gunners in the NFL. Take that for what you will. Special teams and coach hyping up his guys.
One of them wants to be a safety as well, but go ahead.
100%. It says roster shakeout will determine how much Parker, Tootin, and LeQuint are used in return game, and it also seems like he loves Josh Cameron in the kickoff return game.
Okay.
So that's a big thing for Josh Cameron to try and get as many reps as possible, and that's something that we will see, obviously, in the preseason. I would expect Josh Cameron to get a lot of reps there, so we'll see if he can make something happen.
Okay.
Parker. So that's Farwell at the podium. Parker, they obviously asked him, what time do you get to the facility? I think that was because last Friday when we got there at 5, whatever, I think I said 5:20.
Yeah.
That Parker was the first dude I saw, which was 100% true story.
Yeah.
And everybody, all the fantasy people blew that up.
Of course.
So that led to today them asking, what time do you get there? And he said 4:55 a.m. every day. For Parker, says he's been at the early schedule since 9th grade year of high school. So that's just his routine.
I hope my son's in the chat because guess what? That 7:30 sleep-in time is gone now. We're gonna Parker Washington this. We're gonna Parker Washington that like button, and we're gonna Parker Washington that alarm clock, and we're getting up at 4:30.
Oh boy!
Damn, man. No, I'm kidding. Ronan, I like my 8 hours. Dude, that's what happens when he gets paid. He hits the snooze button. You think he hits the snooze button if he gets paid?
Heck no.
I'm kidding, dude. No, this is how the guy's wired.
That's right.
So he gets there at 4:50.
4:55.
Wow. So yeah, Duval TV, get up at 4. Listen. I made fun of this when the Jaguars release video, but I'm actually gonna have to see Parker Washington's routine.
I would
honestly I need to know what time he goes to bed. I need to know is he rocking with 7 or 8 hours of sleep? Because I get training camp different now. The guys leave a little earlier. It's like, what time's this guy going to bed?
I don't know if that was asked. I mean, that would have been my follow-up question, but I don't know if they asked it. All
right, yeah, we'll have to do a deep dive into that, man. That's an interesting. Does he eat breakfast? Man, so many questions, Hamby. So many questions now.
All right, at 11:30, we're going to hear from Wes Williams. Can he factor into this sack production?
Yep.
And we're also going to hear from Husky, a guy that you expect to be in there as well.
Yep.
But until then, when we come back, again, we got some stupid stuff going on at training camp.
Okay.
And if it were me, I might be a little bit embarrassed to call myself one of these teams' fans. So we're going to have you rank. We got 4 videos for you.
Yeah.
You're going to rank which fan base you'd be most embarrassed to be a fan of, or which team. I think you'll enjoy it.
Dude, I do. But I'm not going to lie. My confidence is shot after Parker. I got up at 6:50 today thinking, dude, I'm going to crush my run. Going to run for an hour. I'm going to kill it. Dude, Parker Washington was up training, going through the playbook.
Yeah. Kind of what he does.
I'm washed, man.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, I can't wait to do the training camp videos next.
Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas. This is the moment here.
The lead is 14, matching the largest of the game. Crawford,
oh
hit it again!
If we can't do the minimum of making it to the Final Four, then something's really not right.
And it's only growing from there. So join the thousands of people that have been tuning into the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network each week. Download the apps, save the website, or tune into any of our social media platforms as we bring you local sports anytime and anywhere. So come watch some sports with us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. It's nobody but Nimnicht, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnicht Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville. It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
What a freaking sideshow, bro.
I'm going to see it again.
You're about to see it in slow motion. This is Jeffrey Yan, if you're away from your screen, the newest pitcher for the New York Mets.
Yeah!
He does a whole routine after each
superhero landing, boom!
I mean, I got to give him a little bit of credit for the vertical. He's actually getting a little bit of hang time.
Dude, you know what? Can we see it one more time? You know what I appreciate? And this would even, once again, piss me off as a batter. He stares at the guy the entire time when he lands, and then he turns his head. All right, so here's the thing. Planning the show today and everything, looking through some topics. Obviously, this was everywhere. No, I don't have Mets in the algorithm, but this somehow made it in there. And I got to be careful what I say here because my guy, Abner Uribe, if you watch any kind of Brewers games, he's got his own. I mean, he got, in trouble for doing the suck it sign 3 times on the Cardinals bench. But usually what he does is he's going to roll the dice when he strikes a guy out or it finishes the inning. Rolls the dice, picks it up, does one of these things, and then goes to the dugout. I love it. So if I'm loving that with my team, it's hard to hate on that, even though that looks so ridiculous. And I guess here's my point, Hamby, and you're more of the baseball traditionalist, more of the baseball purist. I see guys bat flip all the time, and I feel it gets celebrated. So if a guy can hit a home run, bat flip, stare down the pitcher, do whatever he wants to do, celebrate, trot around, hit home plate, get cheered on and everything, why can't a pitcher then who comes in maybe in a high-pressure situation get a strikeout and then have a celebration?
Yeah, there are levels to this. So let me break this down for you. If you've never heard of this guy, he's actually been around for a while in the minor leagues. Like, I've seen him do this in clips.
I thought he was going to do the splits. I'm not going to lie.
For years.
Okay.
So this is not a surprise to me, but the Mets are like kind of the first team to give him a shot. I think he had a really short stint with the Rockies years ago, but like legitimately, like I've known who this guy is for 5 years.
Sure.
Like this is not a surprise to me. Most of the world has never seen this.
I have not.
Absolutely blew up last night because that was his first relief appearance for the New York Mets. Look, this is a total sideshow. If I'm a teammate, I'm still making fun of him. And if I'm an opposing player and I ever get a chance, it's an ear hole situation. He's getting hit.
He's not batting though, man.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
That's the beauty of it, though.
Then I'll hit one of your guys. Like it's that simple.
Okay.
I think it's Bush League. I think it's dumb. I think it's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, especially to hop up in the air like a 6-year-old kid.
It's a lot.
And I would say that if he was on the Braves, I would hope that the Braves would send his ass down. Like, I don't want to watch that. That's embarrassing for me as a fan, which is a great segue because we're about to have some other embarrassing clips in the NFL. But listen, okay, so there's another side.
Okay, please.
I have to give him a little bit of credit because he's aware enough to say, number one, if you're an opposing, like the Guardians fans last night booed him.
As they should.
And he was like, I get it. I don't blame him.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what I do.
Going, man.
And this is what for years he's had the same exact mentality. He's like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I get it, but this is what I do, and I'm not going to change.
But Hamby,
so I respect that a little bit.
Sure.
It's still stupid.
Okay, but here's the thing, Hamby. Do you like a bat flip or not? Yes or no?
No.
You don't like the bat flip either?
I mean, if you take a
let the bats be flipped.
No, dude. If I'm a pitcher, you bat flip me, I'm going to hit you.
See, this is
or the next guy.
See, this is what people got to start understanding, I feel like. Like, there's a reason why, and I'm not the biggest fan, but my son's obsessed, and I get there's a lot of audience that's obsessed. This is why the Savannah Bananas and everybody are so, like, loved. And they're on ESPN. And now it's not even the Savannah Bananas. It's like their league. Like the firemen and the rodeo clowns are on ESPN. Because it's entertainment. And it's personality. And do I think – what's the guy's name that just pitched? The guy right there from the Mets?
Jeffrey Yan.
Do I think Jeffrey Yan took it a little too far? Absolutely.
But that's his –
But you know what, Hamby? I'm talking – I had no idea this guy's been around for as long as he has. I have no idea who he is. But guess what? I don't care, man. We're talking about him now. And we're talking about him. Maybe it wasn't a great celebration. He struck a guy out. He did his job. And now I'm talking about him. So, yeah, I understand there's a fine line where you take it too far and it's almost embarrassing to yourself and your team. But I feel like if it was an issue with the team, it would have been addressed and he wouldn't do it anymore. He's still doing it. So the team must be okay with it. Now, will you do that in Milwaukee? Probably not. I think Pat Murphy would have an issue with that.
Yeah,
just like Pat Murphy had an issue with when Uribe went like that to the Cardinals. Did it once, never did it again. Okay. But, man, if that's who you are, Hamby, and you know this, and you're not going to deny this, baseball players can be some weird dudes.
Oh, yeah, and he's a freak.
They can be some weird dudes, right? So, to echo your sentiments, if you want to let your freak flag fly,
oh no,
and do a crazy celebration after a great play,
opposed to that.
Then so be it, man.
Nope.
All right.
Stick your glove back up and get ready to catch the ball from the third baseman after they throw it around. strike the guy out, and turn around.
See, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, man. And if you can find the Abner Uribe thing real quick with the dice roll, find it. But like, I'm a fan of what Abner Uribe does, man. Like, I think it's cool, and I was pissed off last night. And by the way, I don't know if you watched a lot of ESPN broadcast games this year.
I didn't.
Oh, have you watched any ESPN?
Of course, yeah.
I don't know who the commentators are. We're all set because it's the former Chicago Cub. What's the dude's name?
Cub.
The guy that sits. He played with the Cub. He played with
Rizzo.
Yeah, he played with Rizzo.
He played with Rizzo.
Dude, I'm watching a Brewers-Pirates game last night, and it was 3 innings with the Chicago Cubs saying how they had a better, trade deadline period than the Brewers did. And then
is it Rossi? David Ross?
Yeah, I think it's him.
Okay.
It was WGN last night on ESPN radio. I mean, on ESPN, the TV side. I'm literally watching the Brewers up to bat, and all I'm hearing is how bad they did in the trade deadline and how the Cubs did so much better. And then I had to hear about, last year you see what the Brewers did. They're always a great team, and then they lose the first round of the playoffs. That was a lie by, what's his name, Rossi?
David Ross, yeah.
David Ross, yeah, because last time I checked David Ross, the Milwaukee Brewers beat your Chicago Cubs last year to play the Dodgers then in the divisional final. So, no, they didn't lose the first round of the playoffs or the postseason because they played the Cubs. All right, rant over. Baseball done. Have fun. Can I see it one more time?
Oh, gosh.
Watch the extension,
dude.
though,
I get secondhand embarrassment.
Watch the extension, though. Hang on, just wait once. Watch the extension in the stare down.
Yippee!
Yeah! I thought he was going for the splits. Hamby, let him have some fun, man.
No.
Okay.
I would be embarrassed as a Mets fan.
Yeah.
And I would be issuing apologies.
Well, listen,
for him.
First of all,
on his behalf.
First of all, I'd be embarrassed to be a Mets fan regardless right now. For as much money as you spent on this team.
But at least maintain a little ounce of dignity. No? Okay.
Have some fun, man.
I'd be embarrassed to be a Mets fan, and I'd be embarrassed if I was a Cardinals fan.
Oh.
A Bengals fan.
Okay.
A Falcons fan.
Okay.
And a Chargers fan.
Ooh, a lot of hype on the Chargers this year, too.
But there are levels.
Embarrassed. Okay,
So we're going to show you why they should be embarrassed, and you're going to rank out of those 4 teams which fan base you'd least like to be right now.
This is the beauty of why I enjoy not going on Twitter all the time, because then because I haven't seen a lot of these videos, I feel like. And I feel like these videos are kind of like right up my alley, so I can't wait to break these down.
All right, so let's take a look at what the heck is happening at Arizona.
I haven't seen
training
Arizona.
camp.
Oh my god.
Whoop!
Oh wow, there's more. This is not real.
Whoa! Hey!
This is real. Hang on, can we go back?
Whoa! What are we doing?
Was that Jeremiah Love?
Hot potato. Whoa! Whoop!
This is not all from the training camp.
This was all in one singular practice.
Shut up.
Yippee!
Oh, wow.
That was a different.
Is that Marvin Harrison Jr.?
That one clip. Yes, that was different practice. But
Marvin. See, this is why Micah Wilson's about to get the bag. Hey, you know what Parker Washington's doing?
Bro, look at the chat.
Hey, you know Parker Washington's, Mm-hmm. What do we got?
JP crying face.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so that's Arizona.
Can you play just the first clip again? Hey, are we going live? See ya! What the? Time out. Go, no, because I really want to highlight this. Pause it real quick. I want to set this up real quick, Hammy. Okay. I want you to watch the reaction of the play caller. I don't think it's the Fleur. It must be either the quarterback's coach, the offensive coordinator. He's got an all black get up on, and then I want you to watch the player's reaction on offense, and I want you to watch the reaction of everybody wearing a hoodie that's a coach. Real quick, pause one more time. Because here's the thing: if you are that keen on your quarterback, is this Carson Beck or is this other dude?
I'm almost positive that's Beck.
Okay,
it's not Brissett, and I don't think it's Minshew.
If you were really high on your quarterback of having some hype, this would have resulted in a fight. Watch the reaction when their quarterback gets clotheslined, taken down, and watch the reaction of everybody in the back.
The ball goes flying in the air.
Watch Watch the offensive line. Dude, they didn't even help it. He's like, here's a hand. Get your ass up.
So brutal.
Dude, if this was in Jacksonville, you mean to tell me Liam Cohen wouldn't have, like, body slammed a defensive end or a tackle? Look at the reaction of this. Here's my hand. What the hell was that? Dude, you want to talk about secondhand embarrassment? Hamby, play it one more time. You want to talk about secondhand embarrassment of that pitcher? I have secondhand embarrassment of the offensive line and coaching staff having their quarterbacks back. What is that?
This is bad.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. We're off to a hot start. Like, if I have to rank them right now.
I figured that would be a hot start.
If I'm going to blind rank it, like, I don't know what's coming next, so I'm going to put this at 2 of the most cringiest, worst thing as a fan base. I'm putting it at 2.
Okay. So I figured that would be a hot start. But I think it can, depending on, I think it could get worse. I don't know if this one will have it beat.
Okay.
But this one is worse because this is from the Falcons page.
By the way, I did you see the clip of Dewey?
Tried to run right through his chest. It was wild.
Okay.
So this is going to come from the Falcons Twitter. They posted this.
Okay.
As a shout out to Avion Terrell, who's going to be the cornerback who picks this ball off.
Okay.
Normally, when a DB makes a really good play, what a savvy social media account will do, especially in the NFL, will edit the video so that it starts when the ball's already you can't see who threw the ball. The whole point is to get the pick.
Yeah,
and not show.
Yeah,
which quarterback threw that?
It's getting the attention of the play without making the guy who threw the ball look bad.
All right? Let's see.
It's trying to protect your own.
Let's see how well the Falcons executed that. It's freaking Tua. This is not even freaking close. Like, let's just show Tua throwing the most Tua pick.
Start the ball right there
of all time.
Start the clip
right there.
The clip right there.
Let's show. Not only are we going to show Tua throwing a duck, but it's not even going to be close to the receiver, and it's going to go right to the DB, and the receiver is the third closest guy to the football. Not even second.
Do you have the caption of what the Falcons put out for this?
It was like
house call.
No, it was like
Tua.
It was like there's Avion Terrell or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Edit it, man. You're already getting slandered day after day because Tua is your starting quarterback, and then one of your social media was just like, yeah, let's just throw this out and feed Tua to the wolves.
So this is going to be 4 for me.
This ball comes out at a solid 8 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is in slow-mo.
That's really bad.
But probably not as much as you think it's in slow-mo.
They did Tua no favor. The best part would have been, knowing the Falcons, right, what they're doing here, if they would have got the interception and then they quick pan back to Tua's reaction after it. That would have been
a fireable offense.
That would have been. This isn't already. That would have been the cherry on the top, though. If they would have panned back to Tua, probably getting ripped up by his coach.
Bro, this is such a Tua pass. Like, I've seen this in real life so many times. It's the dud over the middle, the slant, because that's all the Dolphins ever threw. Slant. It gets picked off.
Waddle. Yeah. So this is gonna be a 4. But as a fan base, I'm even more worried just because Tua or Penix, pick your poison.
That's your reality.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be a 4 to me.
Okay. I'm interested to see where you go with this one.
Duval 23. You're not like I can't get. That was Carson Beck. That was your boy.
I think it was.
I can't get over.
It's either him. Well, actually, let me look at their roster. It could have been Slovis. I think their fourth quarterback.
I don't care who it like. And I don't care if it was the third string offensive line. If your quarterback gets taken out like that, do something.
Well, that's a good point.
Like, what the hell?
Slovis is.
I'm texting JP right now. Hey, JP,
12.
you better get him.
No, that was Beck.
Yeah, so that's your backup quarterback who might be competing for a starting spot, and that's how you feel about him. Not even a coach goes. I didn't see this. I didn't see a Liam Cohen chest tap. I saw nothing. Or was it Minshew?
It wasn't Minshew.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure that I saw number 19, and that's Beck.
Yeah, I'm gonna text JP right now. So yeah, you better start squashing that. All right, what do you got next? Huh?
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, it's unacceptable.
All right, let's go up to Cincinnati.
All right.
I don't know how embarrassing this is, but it's like
what? Joe Burrow swagging on everybody again. Now we got to make fun of it. What do you got? Look at
no, no,
oh,
no way.
That's a 5. What, man? What's up? We're having fun. Oh, hit it with a Joe.
You like this?
I don't mind it.
You like this?
I don't mind. Here's the thing, Hamby. Did it get your attention? Answer my question. Did it get your attention?
Hey, man, we're trying to win football games to get ready for
this
a
is where
year.
This is where I'm going with it. Did it get your attention?
Yes.
Do you think maybe it would get the attention of the defensive end on the left side too if he does that?
No, because it's a fake to nobody. It's a fake to nobody, Austin.
Hamby, if I'm
he's already done the ball fake to 82.
If I'm the Baltimore Ravens,
this is a nothing burger,
and I'm playing against Joe Burrow, and I'm playing left defensive end, he does that. I'm like, oh, Joe, what do you? Oh no, man, I totally blew my play.
You're gonna get distracted.
It's a little bit. It's a different look of a boot. Maybe
nobody's looking at that. Nobody saw it.
A little bit of a hater.
Nope, this is just him being a jackass.
It's swag.
Hey, Joe Burrow, quit being a jackass.
Oh, what a hater!
It is.
Swag.
Let me just twirl the ball around because I can. Let me dump the ball in the flat. Oh,
Hamby,
look at me. I'm Joe Burrow.
Next, you're going to be mad when Trevor Lawrence scores a touchdown rushing and he's going to do a celebration. You'll be like, hey, get back to the huddle. Like,
no, you scored. You could selly that in the NFL.
And he sold it here. He's confused. Dude, what's wrong with this, Hamby?
Dude, it's just sideshow.
But also, go back to it. I think he might have been avoiding his leg, actually. Because it looked like he might have been tripped here.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
No, don't excuse this.
I'm not, man, because either one or two things happened. He's avoiding the trip, or he's using it to kind of set left defensive end. Whoop! Swag. But that's a 5. I'm not worried about. You know what? That's a 10. On a scale of 1 to 5, that's a 10. I'm not worried about that. That's swag by Joe Burrow.
Should have known better.
This clip. What did he wear to practice? Anything cool?
I don't know.
Oh, I hate Joe Burrow, man. Just whatever. You know, I guess people can't relate. I can't. But when you have supermodels house sit and everything, it's a different ballpark, man. And I'll never understand it. Hamby will never understand it. And Reese, keep the peace, man. I don't know what you do for a living. Maybe you'll understand it, but let the guy live. You know? All right, go ahead. What do you got?
Maybe this is another situation of let the guy live. And speaking of supermodels, let's go out to L.A. and see our franchise quarterback.
This is not real.
It's a real clip.
Is that Madison Brewer?
Beer, I think it is.
Beer,
but
yeah.
Yes. Curling the hair back behind the ear, massaging his head, I guess.
Okay. All right, so
we're going to hate on this too? Are you going to call me a hater here? We can't be doing this on an NFL in public on an NFL field, bruh.
Okay.
I don't care who the girlfriend is, the fiance.
That's where I'm going right now. Okay.
You condone this, but
Hang on.
I'm ending the show.
Let me take emotion out of it real quick, please.
Go ahead.
Let me have 5 seconds to clear my emotion out of this. Okay. I'm going to be honest. My franchise quarterback, who I invested a lot of energy, resources, and money in, I can't have you do that. Okay? Like that. This is going to be a skit night for rookie night, I'll tell you that much. This is a thing, right? And I get cupcaking and being all lovey-dovey, but there's times and places for it. The football field at the practice is not one of those times. And unfortunately, when you talk about the quarterback position, it is the double standard. I'm going to need you to act a certain way. Hang on.
Okay.
Now emotions start to take over a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen Madison Beer?
Yes.
If you're asking me if I would throw it all away, the swag, the image, and get heckled through skit night, and get broken down on the Brent and Austen show to appease Madison Beer? Yep. I would. I absolutely would. I'd go to Liv's birthday party and sit through 20 couples if I had to. I'd do it all again. If we're talking about the level of a Madison Beer, right? Because she's a triple threat. She's a model. She's a dancer and a singer, right?
I think.
This is your generation. It ain't mine. But I think she is.
The only reason I know who she is because of Justin Herbert. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Play it a little more, please.
It's 4 seconds of, I don't even know what you want to call it.
Yeah, it's not my style. But
she's pretty much in his lap.
Cool. I go home at night to a body pillow. So, you know what? I put it all on the line. There you go. I said it. What? What do you want me to say? I'm being honest. This is what you get when you turn in the Brent and Austen show. You're always going to get honest Austin. I'm being 100% transparent. Does it look bad? Absolutely. Would all my boys and teammates and coaches rag on me? Yep. Would skit night be absolutely hell? Yep. But at the end of the day, if I'm going home to her, take football away. I don't care. She makes probably more money than he even does.
I absolutely love this comment.
What?
From Kilkenny. He looks relaxed.
That's what I'm saying.
What? How's that a takeaway? You can't even barely see the guy.
You know what? It's
awesome, man.
This is gonna. I guess it's gonna. It's gonna be a reluctant 3 here. Okay? It's gonna be a reluctant 3 because once again makes it look bad, face of the franchise and everything. But would you throw the game away for love? And I think that if you've seen Love in basketball, you haven't.
I know what it is. I've seen clips. But
I think if you've seen Love in basketball, you know what I'm talking about, everybody. Right? We want to sit here and make fun of it. Right? This is a manly sport in football. It's masculine. You carry yourself a certain way. But if you had a chance, would you throw it all away for love? I'll have that answer Friday. Let's take some time to marinate on it. Okay, so we got, 2 more clips coming up?
Yeah, when we come back, we're going to hear from Wesley Williams, and we're going to hear from Jalen Husky as well.
Do we have 2 more clips, though, for the training camp?
Oh, I had 4 total.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, my bad. Well, yeah, the Cardinals was by far the worst one. Man, you really put me in a bound with that Justin Herbert video. Because I'm going back and forth with how I feel.
You got to pick a side. You're on the fence.
I'm going to have to go to therapy for that one. All right. We'll come back with some sound bites after this.
That's right.
When we say the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is everywhere, we mean it. If you don't want to see our ugly faces and you just want to hear our takes, listen to the podcast. It's up 30 minutes after every live show. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google Play. It's really that simple. Just pull out your phone. I'm on Spotify, Action Sports Jacks. Every episode is right there, split into hour chunks, so you get exactly what you're looking for.
I think it would be a better chance that Branson Combs wins the weak side linebacker spot than Wyatt Milam wins the right guard spot. And that's more because Patrick McCarry has done more in the league.
Stupid take.
He's more.
Maybe you only have 15 minutes before the kids come home. You don't have time to listen to the full show. You're craving Jags content. The YouTube page is for you. We have a separate playlist called Brent and Austen Show Segments. It's Jags-only conversations right there every day. Subscribe. Don't miss any Jags content. Action Sports Jacks.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jax team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Action Sports Jax 24/7 is your home for high school football in the 904. Get ready for each week of action Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock with the Blitz Breakdown, talking everything high school football in the Jacksonville area. And when the lights get bright on Friday night, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is there with live broadcasts of our Game of the Week and the Friday Night Zone Blitz, giving you live looks into the biggest games in the area and coverage lasting until midnight.
Here's the kick, the snap, the hold, the kick is blocked!
And they're going for the end zone, and they got a guy! Touchdown! And one!
Find these broadcasts available on YouTube, X, Facebook, and of course, ActionSportsJax.com. And the action doesn't stop there. Find even more high school football on the Action Sports Jax social channels with content posted throughout the week. When you're looking for the best high school football coverage in the 904, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is ready for the Blitz.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Man. Woo! I'm exhausted from the whole Justin Herbert conversation, I'm not going to lie. And then I had to defend Joe Burrow, too. That was wild. But there's a live look. Well, not a live look. Is it a live look?
No live.
Live? No live.
Video.
This is a previous look, but I assume it's probably still looking pretty much the same.
It looks the same.
At Everbank Stadium here. Obviously, still some construction going on. We'll be ready, hopefully, by week 1. Well, it'll be ready for the preseason, too, but it'll be ready to go at full capacity. Well, not at full capacity. At limited capacity, but full throttle, let's just say.
That's right.
Week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. You got your, you gonna be in the press box this year, Hamby?
No, not. I mean, maybe once or twice, but
okay.
I got plans to travel for a few games.
Weddings?
No.
Oh.
No. Working.
Where are you gonna travel to?
I have the AFC South games this year.
So Houston.
So I will have Tennessee will be first, I believe.
Yeah.
In late November. December
hello bachelorette parties on Broadway. Let's go.
Yeah, brutal. Houston in December, and then as of now, we'll see. This one's TBD, but week 18 in Indy.
Okay, right on, man.
So yeah,
that'd be cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It'll be fun. Let's get to some sound presented by Metro Foundations. We've been giving you sounds of camp around this time every single day. So we're going to hear from one of the Jaguars rookies who we really don't know what to expect. We don't have probably much expectations for him, but perhaps he has some expectations for himself. This is Jaguars rookie edge rusher Wesley Williams.
I think it's the longest break I've had, definitely since I started playing college football. So it was really relaxing and rejuvenating. I loved it.
You actually get to turn off the football mind a little bit?
It never cuts off, you know. I'm on vacation watching videos and stuff. I can't get away from it, but it's nice, you know, get away. It's fun.
Well, not a bad room to be a part of with Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, and all these vets. Has anyone really taken you under their wing at all?
I think the whole room is a collective. I mean, between Josh, Trey, D. Ham, Matt Dickerson, even like the second years like BJ Green and Danny, they've done a great job just taking me under their wing, helping me out where they see, you know, areas that I can improve on. It's been a blessing to be a part of the room.
What have you learned that you didn't know before coming into this building? Has there been anything that really stuck out to you and that you really soaked in? You're like, oh, I didn't know that before.
I think if I started talking about that, we'd be here another 3 hours. I've learned more about football, probably. I thought I knew a lot, but I've learned more in the past 3 months than I probably knew the first 21 years of my life. So a lot of information to take in, but I'm just taking it step by step. My coach, Matt Edwards, is super knowledgeable. So it's a blessing, and just learning how to chunk up the information so I can dissect it.
Where do you see yourself? Like, where do you fit inside the scheme? Inside, outside, does it matter? I mean, where do you feel more comfortable at?
I think I feel comfortable anywhere on the D-line. I think that's kind of the beauty of it. You know, there's a little bit of adjustments between inside and outside, but I'm just trying to do the best I can to, you know, first know inside and outside, and then just be versatile and comfortable wherever I'm at so I can contribute to the group.
And you seem to be capable of everything with on the defense and on special teams. You had 5 blocked field goals in college. Are you hoping to bring that here into the NFL, and how are you working in on that special teams part?
Absolutely. Again, I think that goes back to kind of getting in where I fit in. Anywhere that they need me, I've been, you know, trying to get reps on all core 4 special teams, just to make myself valuable, honestly. Any way I can, just go head first into everything. If they tell me they need me to return kicks, it'll be ugly, but I try it. So, you know, just, again, going head first into everything, not really being afraid to fail, and just, you know, trying to be as comfortable as possible so I can let my best play on the field.
DC Campanile has a very interesting way of getting you guys hyped before hitting the grass out here. What's it like to set the tone before you come out here for practice? What are you guys talking about? How are you doing it? What's the whole process like of setting the tone before you come out here?
I love it. It's a little bit different every day, but the core theme is always violence and just beating someone up. So I think that's a key theme, and no matter what you do, and that's what defense is at its core. So just he fully embodies that, and he instills it into all of us. So it's amazing.
What's it been like to have the extra gear on?
It's been great. I love it. It feels better. It's not football without it.
What's it like going up against this offense that was one of the top offenses in 2025?
It's an honor. They say iron sharpens iron, so being able to get reps against, you know, they do 1s versus 2s and 2s versus 3s and whatever, being able to get out there and get reps with a top of the league unit is amazing. That's only going to make me better when it's time to go out and play other teams.
Is there a player that you grew up watching that you're trying to mock your game after a little bit?
I grew up watching a lot of DeMarcus Lawrence. I feel like we kind of have a similar size and shape, but I think the best thing I've learned about the NFL is that everybody has their own gifts and talent set. So really just trying to develop my game the best I can to the league with my own skill set. You know, I only have what God gave me, so just using all of that to become the best player that I can.
For you, I know you come from a huge educational background. I mean, your mom's a principal, right? You went to Duke grad over here, and I think was law school in the talks if you didn't make it to the league. What's with education and the passion behind it for you?
I just think it's super important to kind of be able to envision better for yourself. I think the education is the best way to do that. Proverbs 29:18 is where there's no vision, people will perish. So I think that it's important that you show kids and just anybody, people, all the possibilities that are out there for them so that they know what they're capable of. If you don't see it, how do you know it's possible? So I think education's probably the best way to institutionalize that feeling that, you know, you're capable of everything.
Yeah. What do we need to know about Wesley Williams outside of football? Is there a Wesley Williams outside of football?
Not much of one right now, but I'm developing one. I mean, not too much to know. I just love nature and going on walks, reading books. I mean, simple stuff. I'm trying to, you know, unplug from a lot of I'm trying to get off my phone as much as possible. I have gotten into F1 a lot lately, so yeah, that's really interesting. But just trying to get into some different things outside of football, just, you know, so that when I do relax and unplug, just something to do.
Who's your driver?
You know, I kind of like Carlos Sainz because, you know, he drives for Williams, obviously, but, you know, they're not the best. So I'm looking at Audi, trying to be on their team maybe. Not on their team, but support them.
Perfect. Wesley Williams, I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What? That first of all, great job, Liv Tasley, as usual. I mean, come to expect that from her. What a great interview. Like, this dude was all over the place. We went from Proverbs, which I saw Hamby do a little dab when he heard the Proverbs.
You did not see me.
Hey,
you literally can't see me.
Hey, Hamby's showing all of a sudden here how Hamby goes Proverbs.
Hey, it's a good verse.
I saw that. Is it? What is it? I don't know what it is. Oh, that's what he repeated it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Where there's no knowledge or vision, the people perish.
I like it, man. I like it. Hey, man, like, speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus. No, hang on.
What?
Yeah, I'm not going to try it right now. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd Kings.
Wow.
1st, 2nd Samuel, Ezra, Nehemiah, Lamentations. Yeah, bro. You know, I'm there.
You had it until Lamentations, but
What comes before that?
Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job.
Esther, Job, then Lamentations. Is it?
I think so.
Lamentations is in there, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
But
I tried, man. It's been a while.
I was impressed.
It's been a while. I've been to Sunday school, man. I know my stuff a little bit. Right. But no, like we're going for walks. We're watching Formula One, and then pulling some drive I've never heard of before. Like that was a great interview. Now, being from Duke, maybe Olivia should ask him about flat Earth a little bit and take the Kyrie Irving effect. Am I right? Because Kyrie Irving had the whole flat Earth from Duke. Yeah, but no, that was a great interview. Listen, I'm not sure how this guy's going to fit in right away here, Hamby. Obviously, I feel like the edge it's top heavy, but it's also, I forgot Chronicles too, my bad.
I think you said that. I thought
1st, 2nd Chronicles.
Yeah.
1st, 2nd Chronicles, 1st, 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd.
No, Samuel, Kings, then Chronicles.
Whatever, man. I tried. All right.
You were there.
Now I'm just embarrassing myself.
I think live you said it.
I could have swore I said it.
Who knows?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd Kings, 1st, 2nd Chronicles. Then I thought it was Ezra, Nehemiah.
But then it's Esther,
Job, Ruth, Lamentations.
No, then you get your Psalms.
Man!
Lamentations isn't until at least after Isaiah.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, we're losing it. Sorry, man. Okay, but anyways.
10 or 15 strong.
I tried, man. Yeah, but okay, go back to Wesley Williams. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on the road here a little bit. I'm not sure how he fits in. And that's not a bad problem to have, right? Competition brings out the best in everybody. In terms of his numbers and everything in Duke, like, finished with 29 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, 5 block kicks, and 41 career games. Like, those aren't bad numbers. Now we can say, okay, what's the ACC, right? It's not the SEC, as Hamby would say, or the Big Ten, by the way. If you've been watching some Segnetti press conferences, which we probably talk about before we leave the show here today.
Oh,
but I am curious to see where he fits in. I love the attitude. I love the demeanor. I love the enthusiasm. Seems like a great dude, man. We'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah. Another guy I think a lot of people are going to like the attitude of is Jalen Husky.
Mm-hmm.
Husky, like you said, a guy that they drafted and they really beat the table for because they love the attitude, the intangibly rich, how he tackles, his ferociousness, if you want to use that word, ferocity.
Yeah.
That he can come up and make tackles. So we'll see if that plays a role and how much playing time he's able to get. But let's hear from him. Caught up with Mia O'Brien yesterday.
How has the NFL training camp experience been for you so far?
First few days, we get rookies
Hmm.
getting here a little bit earlier. It's been a lot of fun, just soaking up as much as I can, learning. And this process has just been all learning as much as I can for this upcoming year. So I'm just excited. Still got a smile on my face, still got the light in my eyes, so I'm happy.
How do you feel in this Anthony Campanile defensive scheme? Do you feel like this is where you belong, you're ready to go, or how complex has it been to actually learn it from the college days to now in the NFL?
Well, my college defense was pretty similar to our defense here. Just this one's a lot more detailed, and I love our defense. I love our staff. I love the players that I'm around. So it's been a great experience.
How are you feeling mentally and physically yourself going into this training camp?
1000%. I'm ready. I'm super excited. Every single day is a blessing, and I'm happy I'm here, and I'm hoping I can make an impact this season.
I know Anthony Campanile has a very unique way of hyping you all up. Do you appreciate that?
He loves boxing clips in the meetings, but especially before practice and after practice, just to kind of help get his point across. And he's not afraid to yell at all. And it all comes from a place of love, so I love it.
Yeah, how much do you all talk about setting the tone before you come out here and hit the grass? I mean, whether it's with the defense overall or just in that DB room?
I don't think there's a meeting that we have that we don't talk about setting the tone, whether it's a walkthrough, a lift, practice, and eventually a game. So I think that's a huge point of emphasis.
What's it like having Travis Hunter in your room?
It's pretty cool, because it's a big name, you don't really know him, and then you just know of him. So then once you get to know him, he's a really cool guy, and it's a pretty cool thing what he's doing, playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah. What's it like going up against Travis Hunter, the wide receiver?
Oh, it was fun. Today was my first time getting to do it, so it was fun.
For you, where do you feel like you need to grow here during training camp before you hit that season? I know this is training camp is the time where, roster competition is on the line, right? For you, where do you feel like you need to lock in on?
I would just say building trust with my teammates and my coaches, just trying to meet with my coaches as much as possible and make sure when I'm on the field I'm making the right calls, making the right checks so my teammates trust me. And, doing that stuff and then as much as I can adding value on special teams to ensure that I have a positive impact on this team.
We saw an interception today by Eric Murray, and he got a little chippy and chirpy out on the field. Do you get like that too? Do you like to talk back out on the field?
100%. It hasn't really came out here yet, but once I start making plays and setting the tone for myself, then they will definitely come out.
Have you had your NFL moment yet? You talked about setting the tone and finding yourself here, but have you had that NFL moment yet?
Not really. Still, even though we're here in training camp and I know everybody in the building and everything, it still doesn't quite feel real yet. I'm sure once we actually get into a game, even though it's preseason, it'll start to feel real, and then maybe I'll have that moment.
Let's go back to your early days because you weren't always at safety, right? I mean, you were at wide receiver and corner, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, high school, yeah.
How much does that help you impact your game here as a safety, having that past experience? Because not all guys are ball hawkers like you seem to be.
I think it just helps me be able to see route concepts and see the whole entire field and be able to anticipate what's coming as soon as I see one route. So it really helps me, especially when I have more depth, to be able to make plays.
Has anyone really taken you under their wing for you?
I wouldn't say taking me under their wing, but we have a great group of vets. I try to be around J. Lou and Eric and Foye as much as I can, and AJ and Jarian and Buster. I try to be around those guys as much as I can. My locker's kind of near all of them, so I like to just shut up and listen to what they say, even if it's not football, whatever life stuff. I just like to be around, soaking as much as I can.
How challenging is it to go up against one of the best offenses in the league?
I would say it's more fun than challenging. Obviously every single day it's going to be a challenge, and we have a great group of guys. I think they are severely underrated, especially our receivers and our tight ends. So going against them every single day is a blessing. It's a lot of fun.
Perfect. Jalen Husky, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Back-to-back Liv Tasses, man. We love to see it. 2 great interviews by Liv. I got expectations for Jalen Husky this year. And, we spoke on this. Go back and listen to, what was it, like the second hour of our show when we first started?
Yep.
Talking about, if you're going to watch one thing during this preseason, set aside from the running game, because that's going to be big, but if you're going to watch one preseason thing, watch how, like, that third safety spot looks. Whether it's Husky, whether it's Ransaw, whether it's Lane, watch those guys. Because you're going to need one of those guys to make an impact, to reassure the fact of if you want to have 3 safeties out there, if you want to run a lot of nickel and dime, it's going to be okay. So I'm excited for Husky. Duval TV, I love what he said there when he's like, hey, I'm just going to shut up and listen. Take it from somebody who came from Murray State, who had all the quarterback sacks in the world at the FCS level, who thought they had it all figured out. And once again, everyone wants to say they have no regrets, right? And I really have no regrets in my life in terms of my playing career and everything. But if I was going to go back in time and give myself some advice or give any kind of young player advice, I would say that silence is golden. I would tell them that you do not have everything figured out. I would tell them that if a veteran is speaking to you and going out of their way to help you, listen and take it with enthusiasm and 100% focus, because they don't have to do that. And not to say I was the guy that was like, don't tell me anything, because I listened. But sometimes I was like, okay, I listened, but I was like, well, I still want to do my own. No. Listen, man. Guys are trying to help you. So I love that little soundbite there from Husky. I think if it shows anything, Hamby, and we already knew this, so I'm just reiterating it. But quality guys. Mm-hmm. Quality young guys. Whether it's this draft class or the previous draft class. Quality young guys who I think are well ahead of their years in terms of maturity and how they approach the game. You would have interviewed me coming into a James Gladstone, draft class. Austin, you excited? Hell yeah, man. Where are those beach bars at? I'm going to hurt some quarterbacks and drink some beer. It's just different, man.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not to say I didn't play with a chip on my shoulder. I always gave everything that I had. But also, I didn't know how to balance. I didn't really know how to be a professional at the time. So it's really cool that these guys are coming in day one, it seems like, and they're already ready to go. You know, because once you get – and here's the thing about it, Hamby, and this is no secret. Everybody knows this, so you should know this. Everyone's going to be fast. Everyone's going to be physical. Everyone's going to be talented. What sets yourself apart is how you approach the game and what's between the ears.
Right.
And it seems like these guys that we just heard talk, you know, whether it's Husky or whether it was Williams, they got the between the ears. Now, whether it shakes out with depth and everything in preseason, we'll see. But I think they're ahead of a lot of people simply because of their genetic makeup. And I like it. And, yeah, Duval TV. We call it Jaguars DNA.
Parker Washington goes to bed in between 8 and 9:30. That's the only that's quite a long range.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Between 8 and 9:30 every night.
Man.
I mean, 8, it's almost still light out.
I know. So, like, you're not on your cell phone. You're not – and I'm just speaking from experience. Once again, and everyone's wired differently. I understand that I might be a little bit of an outlier here. Even in training camp, when you're exhausted, like, you still go back and you rethink of, like, how practice went that day.
Of course.
Right? And, like, guess what, man? Like, I don't know if he's taking Ambien or something, he's trying to fall asleep, but, like, you got a lot on your plate, Parker Washington. Like, yeah, you're still trying to solidify yourself at your spot at wide receiver, but let's address the elephant in the room. There's probably $23 to $24 million or 24 million reasons why a year that you might be staying up a little later. Right? Because you're trying to get paid.
Right.
You're, knocking on wood, you're trying to avoid injury and get yourself a paycheck.
Yep.
It's like, you mean to tell me, like, that's not going to keep you up a little bit at night? Like, anticipating that? Maybe not, man. Maybe that's just that Jaguars DNA these days. Who knows? Ronan, what's up, dude? He made an appearance.
He's back.
My man. Hey, Ronan, dude, I'm going to see you in about an hour, man. We got school orientation today. We're going to JWJ.
Let's go.
Getting that school orientation. Going to be a JWJ Trojan. Wrap it up, man. Cool. Rollins, I'll see you soon, dude. For everybody else, Brent Martineau, he will be back tomorrow, right?
Right.
In the stream, right? Not in person, but in the stream.
Yep.
Cool. For Jason Hamby, pushing all the right buttons. I'm Austen Lane. With all due respect to Justin Herbert and Madison Pierre. And hey, by the way, Hamby, check this out. What was that guy's name again?
Jeffrey Yan.
Hey, Jeffrey Yan. You just keep doing your thing, man. Have some fun out there. It's baseball after all. It's just a sport. Ain't that serious. Yo, stay safe. Stay casual. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil changed without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue, just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austin. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
The NFC,
he gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
The PGA,
unbelievable.
World Cup soccer. NASCAR.
Denny Hamlin, big-time victory in Nashville.
Baseball.
Fly ball deep center. Edmonds going back. The ball is going long.
Local Jag shows.
You feel the energy in here. There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
And, of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick six. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
We have all the coolest sports, the exclusive interviews.
We got the best fans in the NFL.
The biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar.